What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, It is your boy, Trey Sense, and it is that time again. It is time for the weekly fragrance review and rotation. And, well, what we talk about in the weekly fragrance review and rotation, simple. Fragrances that I wore throughout the week. It's simple. I'll tell you about the compliments that I got, the situations that I wore them in, which most of the time is work. And then if I did anything on the weekend, it's normally that. So before I get into that, though, I need something from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video and sub to the channel if you haven't. No further ado, let's get into it. All right. We're in the middle of the winter. So this started with Sunday, which was my birthday, December the 8th. So the fragrance that I wore Sunday is new to my collection, and it's from the house of Hugo Boss. And this is called Boss Bottled Triumphant Elixir. say that 5 times fast. Boss Bottled Triumphant Elixir. Reminds me of reminds me of Friday After Next. What they say? Holy moly donut shop. Well, Boss Bottled Triumphant Elixir. And I'm gonna tell you, I have made a lot of fragrance purchases this year. 2024, man, it's been one of the best years of my life for everything. It's been a great year. I could not ask for more in 2024. When I tell you that this is one of the best purchases that I made, that's all. That's it. This is one of the best purchases I made. I had this fragrance on my birthday. I had a return. I took it back, and as I was standing there, the young lady just was sniffing and sniffing and sniffing and sniffing. And again, for those of you who don't like this, hey, it is what it is. I don't search for compliments, but again, when you dress the part and you look the part, you feel the part, and you walk in that confidence, you're gonna get compliments, guys. It's just the way that it is. I digress. So she's standing there sniffing, and I don't say anything. She don't say anything. I make my return. You know, it was a little bit hectic. She couldn't quite figure it out because she was new, holiday season worker. So I go make the return, and I go pick out what I'm gonna purchase, come back up there, and she's steadily sniffing again. Finally, she gets the courage up to ask me what I'm wearing. I tell her words for this fragrance was, it smells rich, deep, and expensive. It's just a good fragrance. It does remind me of like if Ani and if Ani and Leighton had a child, it kind of gives me the vibes of what it would be. That's how good it is. I really like this fragrance. I highly recommend this fragrance, especially if you see it at Ross or somewhere like that for 60 or 70 bucks. Pick it up. Perfect time of the year to wear it. It's deep, it's rich, it smells really, really good. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. Last all day, I hung my hoodie up that I had on Sunday. I hung it up, and I literally smelled that hoodie all week. Like, every time I would come in my room, I'd be like, God dang, what is it? And then it dawned on me, bro, you wore the hoodie and you sprayed the hoodie. It's in that hoodie. It just all week long. So Boss Bottled Triumph Elixir, a great fragrance. And that kind of set the mood for the week for me. It was Sunday. Monday, I said, you know what? I've only worn this fragrance once since I had it. Let me get it out and wear it again, from the house of Burberry. It is Burberry Hero. And this is, wait a minute, which one is this? This is the Eau de Parfum, because they had the EDT, the EDP, and the P. This is the EDP. And I got a really good deal on this fragrance. I picked it up with YSL myself, and I got a good deal on both of those fragrances because neither one of these fragrances are cheap, and I think I came out $128 for all of it. So, and again, to me, this just smells really, really masculine, really deep, really rich, earthy. A great fragrance to wear this time of the year. I don't think it's worth the prices that they're demanding for at retail. I can't do it because I looked at, when I was doing my last fragrance haul, I looked at getting the parfum, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, man, I can't pay $180 for a Burberry fragrance. I just personally can't do it. I can't. And I get that, you know, Burberry is a great company, and you know they've had a slight resurgence of late, but I can't pay $180 for a Burberry fragrance. I'll just wait, and I'm sure I'll find it somewhere and pick it up somewhere at a really good price. But my scent of the day, Monday, which was actually my first day back at work, was Burberry Hero EDP. Very sexy, very confident fragrance. Very well made fragrance. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I think it's a great fragrance. I was late to the Hero party. I was late. A lot of people jumped on Hero when it first came out. I didn't. Then I, you know, had an opportunity to snag this one, and I did. I will probably go back and get the original Hero EDT, but great smelling fragrance. I absolutely love it. But again, it is dark. It is rich. It is deep. It does smell of really high quality. It's a really good mid-grade designer fragrance. All right, that's what I wore Monday. Tuesday, I wanted to switch it up a little bit. And I did. So from the house of Lacoste, I went with Lacoste L1212 Eau Fraiche. And I did receive some compliments on this one. I can't remember what made me want to wear this one Tuesday. I can't remember. Can't remember what made me think, pull out your Lacoste and wear it. But I did. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Good smelling fragrance. It's very bright, very uplifting. Puts you in the mind of something from Versace, like Versace Man Eau Fraiche. It's along those lines. Just a bright, uplifting, easy to wear fragrance. Great Christmas gift. I know many people would think, well, it's out of season for that. Well, it's out of season for us frag heads. But for the average person who doesn't have 100,000 fragrances to choose from, that just wears one or two different scents, it's perfect and it'll be fine. It smells good. It's youthful. Great for somebody that's young. It gives me Chanel vibes. It gives me Versace vibes. It's another one that I will classify as a really good mid-grade designer fragrance from the house of Lacoste. It is L1212 Eau Fraiche. Blanche is good too, and that's what I wore Tuesday. Wednesday, I went with something that I haven't worn in a while, and I got lots of compliments on this fragrance. And I'm not sure why I was surprised that I got the compliments that I got from this fragrance, but I was a little surprised. From the house of Prada. It's an oldie, but a goodie. It's Prada Luna Rossa Sport. And I think what put this fragrance on my mind was I was talking to JP, and he was like, man, my wife keep getting in my Prada. This is just a great smelling fragrance. Now, again, JP's wife, of course, is a woman, and she wears his Prada Luna Rossa Sport. So I know many of you are probably going, well, why don't she wear Prada for women? Because she doesn't want to. She likes this one. And I'm one of those people that believe fragrances are designed and marketed for certain genres, certain people, but you can wear what you want. If you come across a woman's fragrance that's marketed for a woman and it smells good to you and it smells good on you and you can hack it and you can wear it, then wear it. Then wear it, by all means. I don't like a lot of women's fragrances on me because I think they go too floral if they're floral, too sweet if they're sweet, too whatever. And I don't like that. There are some that I can wear, and there are some fragrances that I have given to women or have smelled on women that smell absolutely good. I'll give you an example. Don't bore her, Dior her. I went to participate in some adult activities with a lady friend of mine one night, and when I got there, you know, I smelled good and she smelled good too, and I kept smelling it, and I was like, man, I know that fragrance. I was like, I know that fragrance that you're wearing. That's the king of date nights. And I'm sitting there thinking, that's a men's fragrance. And I told her, I said, I think that fragrance is a man's fragrance. She was like, I don't think so. And I was just like, yeah. It's like, that's Dolce Gabbana, the one. I knew what it was. Very distinct smell, but it smelled beautiful. And it smelled beautiful on her. So as I was getting ready to leave, she's like, this is what I had on. And she picks it up and shows it to me. She was like, I got it from my uncle. She said, my uncle thought it was too sweet for him. Now, this is a 47-year-old lady. So her uncle would probably be in his 60s. He didn't like it. He said it was too sweet. So he gave it to her. She wore it. It smelled beautiful. Just saying. But back to Prada. I got a lot of compliments on this fragrance. And I'm only saying that to say, guys, we're always searching for the newest, latest, greatest. And sometimes we don't have to, because a lot of times we have fragrances in our collection at our disposal that are really good fragrances and that really, really work. So stop chasing that high. And I'm talking to myself here. Part of the reason why I buy a lot of fragrances is for reviewers' sake. But if you're not reviewing, it comes a point in time where you have, even when you are reviewing, it comes a point in time where you still have to just kind of take a look at what you have and just be like, yeah, I think I'm good for a little while. Just like, people have asked me, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm just like, just some of your time. Just, can I get some of your time? Because I don't need anything. Like, I don't need another fragrance right now. I just don't. I just got 2 in on a trade, and that trade is going to lead to me getting 2 more in on a trade, which is beautiful. That's what I want the hobby to do, is be self-sufficient. But I say that, guys, to say, if you have a fragrance like this, dust it off, because this is one of the best scent profiles in Fragcom. Very similar to Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male, very similar to Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. Not the same. If anybody gets mad, it's not the same, but they are similar. And this is one that will garner you tons of compliments. Just dust it off and wear it. But that was my scent of the day, Wednesday. Thursday, I realized I haven't worn this fragrance yet, and I'm gonna wear it. I haven't worn it. It's a little bit out of season, but I work a different shift. I'm gonna wear it. So Thursday, I pulled out my Dolce Gabbana Light Blue Forever. And much to my surprise, I got compliments the entire shift that I wore this fragrance. And I was absolutely shocked. I pictured this as just a pretty boy fragrance, one that not many people are going to pay attention to. I'm just wearing this for myself. I enjoy the way it smells. Very heavy on the grapefruit, very bright, uplifting. Not going to get any compliments. The compliment that I got, and this was a lady standing in front of God and everybody else and other women while I'm at work ringing up her groceries. She goes, "Oh my God, is that you smelling that good?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "Ooh, that smells so good." And her words were, "I could just stand here and smell you all day." She said, "I bet you have women just lined up trying to get to you, smelling like that." And I never in a million years would have thunk that Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever would get that kind of compliment, that kind of reaction, with me standing at work in a red apron, an orange hoodie, and some khakis. And I'm just like, and I couldn't help but giggle. And she looked at the lady that was next in line and goes, "Do you smell him?" And she goes, "Yes, he smells amazing." And I'm just like, this is crazy. This is crazy. And my coworkers, they're so tired of it. They just look at me like you do this every day. And I'm just like, this is just what I do, guys. I can't help it. That's the Trey way, baby. That's the Trey way. It brings joy to my life. I love it. That's just what it is. And I'm passing this knowledge on to you to say, if you bought a bottle of this when it first came out and you got it tucked down off in your collection somewhere, I know it's winter time. Get it out and spray it on, guys. It may get you some attention. I mean, I'm just saying that wasn't my goal, because like I said, I never thought this would be the type of fragrance that would get compliments like that, but it did. It did. Now, Friday, I didn't go anywhere. That was Thursday. Friday, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. I just chilled, gave my body some rest, did some videos, caught up on some talk time with some people, just chill out and relaxed. Saturday, most of the day, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't do anything. But I was sitting here about 10 o'clock Saturday, about 9:30, and I was just like, the stores are open late. It was raining. I'd watched the Army-Navy game, and I was just like, why don't you run to Ross and see what they got? So I did. I got up, threw on some clothes, something just real light, just some sweats and a hoodie, something real casual. And I threw on a fragrance that I thought is the type of fragrance that would get lots of compliments. And I still think it's the type of fragrance that will garner you lots of compliments. But when I think compliments, this is what I think about. From the house of Argos, it is Triumph of Bacchus, which I just got. But I thought, you know what? It's a cold, rainy night. What a beautiful night to wear it. So I did. I sprayed myself. Now, mind you, I only went to Ross, looked around, picked up a fragrance for a friend, and came out. And then came back home, you know, just rode the roads, because I love riding on a rainy night. It's relaxing to me, but I digress. This is the type of fragrance that I absolutely feel like will garner you a lot of compliments in the right situation, being around the right people. But sometimes things can be too complex. And this is one of those fragrances that you're just gonna have to enjoy for yourself, because the scent profile of it, though it is beautiful, it may be too complex for the average person. And through my fragrance travel and through my fragrance journey, one of the things that I have noticed is that a lot of times the simpler the fragrance is, the more compliments that you get from it, like Mont Blanc Legend Red, Mont Blanc Legend Blue, Ralph Club. I mean, it is shocking to me that those fragrances garner the compliments that they do. I'll tell you another one that is universally known throughout the South for getting compliments, and that is the original Chrome. There has never been, and I'll tell you another one that I've never not gotten a compliment when I wore it, and that is Perry Ellis White, Perry Ellis 360 White. I don't care where I've worn that fragrance. I've worn it to Memphis, when my mom was in the hospital, around beautiful nurses and doctors and lawyers and just suits at the hospital, and got tons of compliments. Man, you smell good. And I'm just like, and it was one of my least favorite fragrances. I was just like, I'm just gonna put this on because it's just, you know, whatever. And then I put something like this on and nobody says a word. It's amazing how that works, but that just goes to show you can't wear fragrances for compliments, and I don't wear them for compliments. I wear them because I like them. Now, they do invoke confidence. They do bring out a certain confidence in me. So, you know, there's that. But this fragrance right here, man, is absolutely stunning. It's a stunning fragrance. Tobacco, fruit, booze, dries down to a nice, masculine, wearable vanilla. I like it because you get all of the phases in it. You get the opening, you get the mid, and you get the dry down. It's a great fragrance. It's pricey, but you get good presentation, a very solid, hefty bottle. I mean, everything about it is top notch and grade A. I understand that it is expensive and not everybody can spend that. I was fortunate enough to get it on a trade, and I am thankful to get it on a trade. And yeah, comes with great box and presentation as well. So yeah, that's that. All right, guys, that is it, man. That has been the weekly fragrance rotation and review. Let me know in the comments what you wore during the week, and also thank you for continuing to check in. The usual suspects: Wyoming, Bay Springs, Mississippi, Dallas, Texas, that area. Florida's checked in, Georgia. Everybody continue to check in. Let me know where you're watching from. New York, New Jersey. I greatly appreciate that, man. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah. And with that being said, I'm going to jump off of here, do some editing, get some thumbnail work in and all of that stuff. So I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.